Weather Authority coverage, sponsored by Rennies, starts right now.
All right, good evening, everyone. Welcome to my stream. It's Christmas Day, so Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy you all can make it here. Let's see. Let's talk about some forecast. Let's see if I can pull up some things here. Hold on just a second. There we go. Okay, let me do that. All right, so we're going to talk about some temperatures right now. It's very chilly. I hope everyone had a great Christmas day. Right now, we're running into the teens. Rumford around 12 degrees. We're down to 18 in Portland, and it's definitely feeling much colder than this. But overall, teens across the board. We're at 22 in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. Let's move on now for our wind chills. So this is how it feels on your skin and how you want to bundle up, what you want to bundle up for. And this is current wind chills. I'm going to get into future wind chills in just a minute, but right now, in Brunswick, it feels like -2, Augusta, -1. So we're definitely getting down into the negatives. Overall, we are in the single digits across the state, 5 in Sanford and in Rangeley. Berlin, New Hampshire, around -7, feeling like almost -50 on top of Mount Washington. Overnight, our air temperatures are going to continue to fall into the single digits. Rumford and Berlin are going to get into the negative digits, 0 around Freiburg tonight. So it's definitely going to be chilly. And this is because a cold front moved through earlier this morning, and that ushered in a ton of Arctic air from the continental Canada area. And that's going to continue to be the trend over the next day or two with very cold temperatures. Winds, again, are active out of the northwest. These will switch more northerly overnight tonight, but these right here are sustained wind speeds. So right now we're seeing sustained winds of anywhere from 5 to 20 miles per hour, where we have sustained winds of 17 miles per hour in Portland, only 3 in Rangeley, but around 15 seems to be the consensus around the state, especially on the coastal plain, a little above or below 15 miles per hour, and that's sustained. Here are wind gusts, and if your town is not popping up, it's because right at this hour you haven't hit a max wind gust of at least 20 miles per hour. So gusts right now are from 25 to 30 miles per hour across the towns you see here. Only gusting up to 12 in Rangeley, so 31 in Augusta and 25 in Portland. So definitely gusty out there. I know on my drive into work today, it was definitely gusty, and a lot of the snow that we saw yesterday was still piled on the trees. And when the wind was blowing, it was just blowing all the snow off the trees, and it was almost like snowballs like being pelted onto the ground, at least in the back roads. So it's definitely interesting to see. And at one point, it felt like I was moving through a light snow shower, but it was actually just a bunch of blowing wind off of buildings and trees and things like that. There definitely were some light snow showers across the state today, even into the afternoon hours. But let's talk about overnight tonight. So this is 3:30 in the morning. Overnight, temperatures are still in the single digits. We have cleared out at this point for your sky conditions. We are clear. And we're going to wake up to clear skies in the morning on Friday as well. But again, it's going to be bitterly cold. These are air temperatures. 10 in Lewiston and Augusta. Rangeley is still down to -1 at this point. 12 in Portland, and it's going to feel much colder than that in the single digits to actually, I think a lot of us are going to have wind chill values in the negative digits to wake up Friday morning. I'm going to get into that too, but clouds are going to increase throughout the afternoon on Friday, so you'll have some sunshine in the morning, but it's not going to do much in making us feel warmer just because we're going to have those winds and the wind chill values. They're going to be quite bitter. Again, clouds are increasing, and we have this blue area here that's some snowfall, and that's going to move around. It's going to be a big storm for New York City and parts of southern New England, and it's just going to pass to our southwest where it's not going to bug us at all. If anything, York County could see a flake or two or maybe a light snow shower, but then again, it's actually probably going to just miss us entirely and not bother us at all. Then we have another system on Monday that I'm going to get into in just a little bit, but again, to really strike it home for you guys, winds are going to be a main factor in your day tomorrow. They're not going to be terribly strong, but they're going to be almost annoying. Like they're going to be there, and they're going to make our temperatures feel a lot colder than the actual air temperature. Again, this is Saturday night around 1 a.m. Winds are still present out of the northeast now, still ushering in some pretty cold air. And now we can track our wind chill values as well. This is 9 p.m. tonight. Temperatures feel like the negative digits, -14 up in Rangeley and around Berlin as well, feeling like -2 in Portland at this time. And a lot of us could be traveling this evening if you're headed back home from visiting family, traveling around the state still. You could definitely want to bundle up. And these are the values that you want to dress for. So it's the temperatures that you're going to be feeling on your skin. Definitely a cold one tonight, and that we've been tracking for the past couple of days now. This is Friday in the morning, 8 a.m. If you're out the door very early, it's going to be chilly. Again, we're waking up with feel like temperatures in the negative digits, -17 up in Rangeley, -15 in Berlin, and so on and so forth. And it's going to get a little better throughout the day Friday. But again, as we head to bed Friday night, temperatures again are going to feel like the negative digits. So just something to keep your mind on. When you're out the door tomorrow. A little bit of sunshine as we look at this weekend planner. We'll have some sun, especially in the morning on Friday. Clouds are going to start to increase throughout the late afternoon and evening. You could see some clouds during the day, but sunshine is the primary, the dominating factor in the morning tomorrow at least. Temperatures for Friday, again, will only reach around 20 degrees near the coast and upper teens for inland areas. However, again, with that active wind out of the northwest and switching over to the north, it's going to feel a lot colder. Saturday is going to be a nice day and with highs in the lower 20s. Wind won't be much of a factor on Saturday, not much of a factor like it was for Friday and today. But temperatures are still going to be pretty chilly again, well below freezing in the low 20s. A mix of sunshine and clouds are expected for Saturday. Sunday, a little bit of a warm up. We're going to be in the low 30s with some cloudy skies. Sunshine may peek through a little bit, but overall it's going to be pretty cloudy on Sunday. Now, this is the system that I was mentioning earlier that we saw move across southern New Hampshire and southern New England. We have this low pressure system that's going to move out into the mid-Atlantic states and leave New York City with a lot of snowfall. And it's not going to bother us much at all. Just give us some cloud cover for Saturday night and Sunday. And then we have another system that we're tracking for Monday, and this is a little too far out to be certain with exactly what's going to happen, but right now it's looking like a wintry mix of rain, maybe some freezing rain and some snowfall. So we're going to have this low pressure system move out of the Great Lakes and towards our region. It's going to move to our north, and that warm front's going to bring a lot of moisture to our area. But as the warm front moves by, cold air is ahead of it, and we've got the warm moisture behind it. So it's going to leave especially coastal towns and the immediate interior with a possible mess for Monday. And I know a lot of people are probably traveling Monday, so this could definitely be a mess out on the roads. If we get some ice, it's definitely something you want to keep your mind on if you are traveling. There's going to be a lot higher traffic for Monday just because of the holiday alone. So it's something you want to keep your eyes out on as you move through Monday. And that's pretty much going to be a trend all day Monday into even Monday night. We could see some snow flurries follow ahead of that cold front that moves on by to follow the warm front. So it's something you want to keep your mind on. But other than that, it's a pretty quiet day as far as weather, besides all the snow that we saw yesterday. I appreciate everyone for mentioning how much they got and snow totals and things like that. I always am interested to see what towns got what amounts. But as far as your Christmas evening goes and the rest of your evening and into the overnight hours, skies are clearing, but cold air is ushering in from Canada, and it's Arctic air. It's going to make our overnight low temperatures very chilly in the single digits, feeling like the negative digits. So Friday, again, we're going to have sunshine in the morning with an increasing cloud cover in the afternoon. Highs will only reach around 20 for the coast and upper teens inland. And we're going to feel much colder than that. We're going to feel like the single digits pretty much throughout the day, and that's because of the wind out of the northwest and shifting over to the north. Again, Friday night, your temperatures are in the single digits. Saturday and Sunday don't look too bad. We have a little bit of a warming trend heading into Sunday. It's going to be a mix of sunshine and clouds for Saturday and mainly cloudy on Sunday. And I noticed that I actually have some flurries over there on Sunday, and I don't mean to, but for Monday, we are tracking that wintry precipitation mix for Monday starting late Sunday night after midnight and throughout the day on Monday. And that's something we're going to keep our eyes out on as the short range models. As we get closer to Monday, those models will start coming in, and we'll have some more accurate details for Monday. But anyway, As we move into Tuesday and then New Year's Eve, we're going to see another shot of cold air move through the state. Highs will only climb into the lower to mid 20s for Tuesday and for Wednesday. But other than that, it's going to be partly sunny, a mix of sunshine and clouds for both those days. And then your New Year's Day, Thursday, a mix of sun and clouds again with our highs in the lower 20s. It should be a great day to start off 2026. And I'm very excited for the new year. And I think it'll be a good, refreshing start. Let's look at some comments now if we've got some time for that. And what should I pull up in the meantime? Maybe some wind chill values. That's pretty much the big story for right now is it's very cold. All right. Seth says, Merry Christmas, Hannah. How is it going this evening? Very well. Had a very good evening and a good day today celebrating Christmas before work, so that was very nice. And yeah, good evening, and I'm expecting cold temperatures. Frank asks, any more snow coming in the weeks? As of now, I am not seeing any snow within the next week, in the next 7 days, besides that wintry mix on Monday where we could see some snowfall in the mountains and northern Maine. It's looking like a mix of maybe rain and some ice for coastal areas right now, but we're going to keep our eyes on it. And in the following days, make sure you follow up with us on Facebook and on CBS 13 and Fox 23 to keep in detail, or I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Keep in mind for Monday, see what happens there. Travis says, Merry Christmas, Hannah. Thank you very much. Merry Christmas to you too. Barbie says, Merry Christmas, you as well. I hope you guys all had a great day. Let's see. Frank says, we got 90 feet in Lewiston. Oh, wait. That's a pile of snow the plow driver made. My bad. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Lewiston, you got the most amount of snow out of the system on Wednesday, 18 inches. Yeah, that Norland Trough definitely delivered, and it delivered right to Lewiston and the surrounding towns, especially as you head through Midcoast. They got a lot of snow, but I can imagine those snowbanks definitely piled up very quickly there. Well, thanks, everyone. Thanks for checking in, and Merry Christmas, everyone. I'm glad you all were here to make it, and that's all I have for you guys right now. I'm going to be on Fox 23 at 10 p.m. and CBS 13 at 11 if you want to catch me talking more about the forecast for the next coming days. And yeah, Merry Christmas, everyone. Let's see.
Live, interactive CBS 13 and Fox 23 Weather Authority coverage. Live, interactive CBS 13 and Fox 23 Weather Authority coverage for your next Maine adventure has been sponsored by Rennie's.
Rennie's, a Maine adventure.
Make sure to stay connected with CBS 13.